Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. Let's see if we can do this again today without buffering. My internet was absolute crap yesterday. I couldn't get back on here at all. But let's see if we can knock out some more factories today. Get some more updates done. Get this map closer to ready. Ready, closer, closer. Ready, whatever. Testing. I was going to build the textile mill, but a lot of this up here is going to be obsolete, so I just want to see what I have left up here. So we have the composter, which is fine. I don't think we need to make any changes to that other than tour icons and hotspots. So let's take a look at the XML for the composter, see if we need to make any changes to it. Placeables, Riccis Hollow, placeables, global company. Let's look at the composter. See if we've got, so we need some coal to run it. Let's bump that up to 1,000,000. Let's take waste to 2,000,000. No. 5,000,000. Let's do 30,000 liters an hour. So composter is going to stay. Let's get the player trigger back down to a manageable size. That'll work. So let's grab our icon. Throw that here. It's the composter. Let's get the composter in. The whole feed and seed we're going to change up. So let's just change, no, leave it there. Let's add a composter in. We'll work through this because I think we're going to put the textile mill up here. I think a lot of what's already here is going to go away. Composter. And now let's go to our 110. Start going through these older. Let's just go up to the top. Let's just start going through some of these older heating plant we haven't gotten to yet. Composter I'm going to call updated. Get that one off my list. Feed and seed, we grew chicken feed, bale net, bale 20. Yeah, so this whole mess is going to go. So I think, and then I think this mess is going to go. 'Cause what do you make? You are liquid transitions. So let's take a look at that one first. You make herbicide and sugar water. We're going to need sugar water 4. Alright, so let's leave you, but let's update you. What audio are you? If you're those stupid singing nuns, you're going to go. Yep, you're the generator. Alright, so let's take this guy and let's get him a little bit taller. Bring him out to like here. So we'll leave this guy make our herbicide and our sugar water. Let's take a look at that XML, see if we want to update it. So what do we do? We're putting in bone meal, water. So you're at 1,000,000. You're at 1,000,000. That's fine. Diesel. Don't need as much. Leave the sugar. So we're going to output herbicide. And we're going to output sugar water. So potatoes, water, bone meal. And we're going to get herbicide, sugar water, and diesel to get sugar water. That's fine. Let's go to 20. And let's take this to 20. Alright, I'm not going to mess with this. Let's go. So let's grab this guy. And let's drag this one over here. So liquid transitions, liquid transition plural, not plural, singular. So liquid transition. Liquid transition. Liquid transition. Let's grab our X. And Z. That one we're not going to mess with. I think this whole mess, this building, I think is going to go. So you are feed and seed. Alright, let's let's go back here. So let's go to here. So I'm going to call this updated. Don't have to touch this one. But the feed and seed, we're making chicken feed, bale net, bale twine. Yeah, this whole mess is going to go. So feed and seed, gone. Feed and seed. Do I want to save this for future use? Let's go File, Export, Hollow, New Buildings. Let's throw you here for now. In case I want to use this building in the future. So let me just export it out to my map. I am going to, alright, you're going to be gone. I don't know if I can squeeze the textile mill in here, but we're going to try. Take you back, smooth. So textile mill is going to go here. What are you making? You are seed and fertilizer. You're going to change. You're making liquid solid. Yeah, you're going to go. You think you're going to go. I'm going to repurpose you. You're going to stay there a minute. You're going to stay there a minute. What are you making? You're the mixing station. The mixing station. These two factories are going to get combined into one. You're going to make all of our animal feeds. This whole complex is a disaster. That's going to become our feed mill. Alright, so this guy can go. Trying to figure out how I want to do it, because I want to combine like these three factories into something new. You're going to become feed mill. So seed and fert is going to become the feed mill. This guy, the mixing station. Mixing station we're not going to need, but I want this silo. Let's go edit, cut, paste it down here for now. Right, now let's take this guy. Let's take our mixing station and go, crap. Yeah, let's do it. Mixing station. Gone. We'll come back and clean up all the lights and stuff here in a minute. So let's go mixing station is gone. So let's get rid of that. Let's take my backup file. Let's take the mixing station. Throw it in there for now. You are grass processing. We're going to bring a new one in. So let's get rid of, yeah, let's get rid of you for now. We're going to bring a new one in. Let's clean this mess up. Leave the poles there for now and get rid of these, a couple extra ones here. And let's get this filled in. So now we have our composter. We have our liquid transitions. We have to bring back a grass dryer. So I need a grass dryer. We need the textile mill. This is going to get changed over to a feed mill. So let's grab, let's come over here. Let's go Riccis Hollow, new buildings. Let's get rid of building F. Let's get rid of the mountain pass and warehouse 1. Give this a quick save. So let's go, let's open up a new file. How many folders do I have open? Oh, the backup map. So let's go here. Ricci Islands. I want to grab the grass dryer from here. So get that put back in. Hope everyone's doing well on this Friday for me. grab the 16x script. Alright, let's go to global company. Was it grass processing? Maybe called grass processing on this map. Let's go here. Let's go here. And it so it's called, so we're gonna rename it as well. So let's grab our grass processing. Let's go file, export. Let's go grass processing. And I'm gonna leave, let's leave it open for a minute. So let's come over here. We're gonna have to fix the texture files, I knew it. New buildings, textures. I need to copy all of them into here. And how many are the same? Already texture, so let's continue. And then let's go new buildings, placeables, seeds, textures. Let's copy these. I think they're already in here, but let's go ahead and let me do anyway. So I want to get rid of this extra file, we don't need it. That one we've already moved, so we have new buildings, textures, those I already have. So that can get deleted. You are already fixed. So that can get deleted. So let's clean this up. You are going to be let's do this. Let's go here. Let's replace these with textures. I'll save this. Now to open it up, shouldn't have any errors with textures. Let's bring this up just a little bit. Alright, no, so that's good. So let's close that. So let's come over here. Let's close some of the stuff I don't need open. Composter's done. Liquid transitions is done. Grass processing is now oh, it is grass processing. Is it grass processing in the other map? Was it grass processing? It was grass processing. That makes it easy. Let's go file, import, grass processing. I want to let's cut it from there, paste it in here, and let's see if we can put it over here. So here's going to be our grass processing. I don't want it here because I don't want it in the way when we come out of this ramp. We have input. Actually, no, we can go like this. Let's spin it this way to 0. Let's bring it down. Yeah, let's bring it down about here. So I want to make this where we can drop off by truck or by train. So we pick up on this side. You're not going to be in the way of that. You're not going to be in the way. Yeah, I like that. Let's do this. So let's go grass, subtract, and then let's get, oh no, I don't have to subtract the grass. We can leave it right where it is. I need a train pit. If I have any left, if I didn't delete them all, so we need, and then hold on, I want to do something before I forget. Let's get rid of this silo so it's not floating in the middle of nowhere. I want this train pit. Oh, alright, you're going to make me find it the hard way. You're the selling station. I want the train pit. You have to move the trigger just to get to it. Alright, so let's slide you back. Let's take you. I want to duplicate you. Let's pull you out there for now. Now we can take this guy and slide it back. Alright, so now I could take this train pit. I'm going to leave it there for now because we're going to duplicate this a couple times. So I'm going to leave it sit here for now. I'm going to cut it from there though. I'm going to paste it down here so it's no longer tied to that factory. And I'm going to leave it there. Duplicate it again. And this time I want to put it in grass processing. Alright, so now let's get it over on the tracks and adjust it. And it's got to go back to 1 and 1 and 0, and then we'll make it the size we need. Yeah, it looks about right. Alright. Alright, so let's look at our triggers. Bale trigger I can leave there. But I want to bring this over the tracks. Like that, because I want to be able to drop off by truck or by train. And we're going to fix the composter where we can drop off by truck or by train. I think I'm going to spin the composter around. So even though I marked compost done, we're going to move back to it. Alright, so this is grass processing. It is in a different farmland though. So that, and I gotta fix the trigger. So let's go, what farmland are you in? You're in the same farmland as this, which is number 90. So you have to go to 90. Alright, so now let's grab, you are, yeah, you're the player trigger, so that's what I wanted to fix next. So you can go a lot smaller. So I'm going to leave it there. So let's leave it there. Put you here. You're where the trigger are. You're where the trigger are. So you're grass processing. So you become grass processing. Oh, capital P, come on. So you go to grass processing. Alright, so now let's, oh, I didn't want to do that. Let's go back here. Where was our grass processing? So you're here. I'm going to change you. Let's delete you for now. Let's grab grass processing from here. That's the building we just brought over, so let's change it here. And then let's change this back to Riccis Hollow. Alright, so that one's done. And then let's take let's go Riccis Hollow. I'm going to take, minimize you, man. Let's take my backup folder. Let's take the old grass processing and let's throw it in here. And then let's grab grass processing from the islands map. throw it in here. And let's rename it. And then the icon gets changed as well. Now I think that, let's just check our i3D mapping. Everything should be the same. Alright, so let's check our, so you're 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Whereas our camera is 6. Player trigger is 2. Our sewage trigger is 1 and 1. Yep, so nothing's changed there. So that's going to be grass processing. Let's do a save here. So grass processing is good. Let's call that one. Let's go back and look at the composter. I called that one a little bit too early. If we're doing updates, I'm also doing them right. Alright, so grass processing. Let's go back to the composter. Composter, I'm gonna spin it. I don't like the way it is. So the composter, I want to spin this way to -90. Did I have an impression in the ground? Hang on. Let's get you out of the way. I want to flatten this. So let's take you back flat. Let's bring you back. And you're about centered between the two. Let's bring you this way. Yeah, we're going to make several changes to this, and we're going to have to move our icon again. Let's take this extra train pit. Let's take this guy, I'm going to duplicate it. Let's come back up here to the composter. Go cut it. I'm going to paste it into here. And all right, let's get our train pit where it needs to be. About here. Now let's look at our triggers. Alright, so that's our bale trigger. That can stay there. This guy can now get adjusted properly. So we can unload by truck or by train. And yeah, it's way too high, so it's got to come down. Like so. test this trigger. So there's our bale trigger, there's our fill root, there's our out. Our player trigger's now over here. So we have to move this guy over here. Yeah, so let's move the composter. Map DE composter. So let's readjust our icon. Alright, so there's our composter. Now the only thing I gotta check is just I need to see if any of our planes have moved. So let's come back up here to the composter. Let's look at our coal. So let's go here, composter. Our coal did not change. Okay. Now the problem is our plane for our waste. We've got to open this back up a little bit. So let's go down to 100. See if we can, yeah, let's adjust this plane. So let's take our silage and let's pull it. So you're going to be my low spot. So you are going to be now hang on, low spot, high spot. You're here. Yeah, you're now here. And then the high spot is going to be here. Alright, so that fixes our composter. So we have our grass processing, we have our composter, we have our liquid transitions. You can just go. You're going to become feed and seed. No, you're going to become our feed mill. So now we need to make our seeds and fertilizer. So we still need seed and farm chick. I'm sitting here talking to myself. I thought I was sitting here talking to myself. Good morning. Thank you for stopping in. All right, so grass dryer's done. We still need seeds and fert. I'm rearranging this whole mess behind the BGA because a lot of it became obsolete. So I'm just sitting here talking to myself, trying to figure out what I want to do. So we have the grass dryer here now to make our silage and our hay. I updated and fixed and moved the composter, so it's sitting here. We still have the liquid transitions. We're still going to make our herbicide and our sugar water here. I've got to get the textile mill in, but the textile mill is going to be way too big for this area. So we're going to have to make a smaller version of the textile mill. 1018, good morning. Thank you for stopping in. Let me do a quick save. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to, honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to squeeze the textile mill in here. Just got up, drinking coffee. Hope everything is good with you this morning. I pretty much just got up and I'm on my first cup of coffee as well. Well, actually, I got up. I was lazy. I was up at like 5 o'clock. I laid in bed and didn't crawl out of bed till about an hour ago. So at 7:30, I finally pried my butt out of bed, grabbed a cup of coffee, caught up on like email, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and all that happy, and then I think I jumped on here, I don't know, about a half an hour ago. I figured, let's see what we can get done today. Alright, so let's minimize this. Let's close the islands map. So let's open up Riccisville. We're going to have to pick apart the feed mill, or I mean the textile mill, and make it a lot smaller. But I want to import it in. Nothing wrong with that. Laying in bed first thing in the morning is when I do all my thinking. Yup. Alright, so let's fly back here. So I'm calling Riccisville done. It's I sent the updated copy to Papa Smurf and Dixie this morning. They didn't find anything else wrong in testing. There's a couple things I had to fix and change. So it's pretty much good to go. I'm going to give it to my Patreon supporters tomorrow. Yeah, this is going to be way too big. We're going to have to import this in and rebuild it. It may not even go where I want it to go, but let's grab global company. Where's my textile mill? The textile mill. Let's grab this. Let's go file. Export. Textile mill. But the changes I made yesterday to Riccisville, the last update this morning, get this sweatshirt off. It's a little bit, I thought it was cold in here, but it's actually a little bit warm in here. Alright, so let's just minimize this for now. It requires a new game save, so again, I lost my game save on Riccisville, so I'm going to have to start over. But that's what happens when we update and test. Alright, so let's go back over here to new buildings. Take a look at our, I want to open up textile mill. I want to get rid of all those trees. So let's open this up. Let's get rid of the trees. So that cleans that up. So let's save that. And then let's take a look at our you are just particle systems. save that because I think it's just Particle Systems, Global Company, shader, smoke and spray, shader, smoke and spray, yes. Alright, so let's save you, close you. So that fixes our texture files for, yeah, there's no way it's going to fit in here. I don't want to squeeze it in here. It's going to look way out of place. Let's just bring it in and see what it looks like. So composter, let's go create a transform group. Let's call it textile mill. Put it in the global company folder. So that's our main transform. So let's import textile mill in and see how big it is. I don't even think I'm going to try it and squeeze it in here. Oh, maybe with a little bit of rearranging. It's smaller than I was expecting it. So let us, so if we spin you this way, and I bring the warehouse all the way back to the bushes. Did it come in with any error? No, it did not come in with any error. So let's go to 90. Let's spray up to 90 a minute. Let's bring you all the way back to the trees. And now we can do a little bit of rearranging. No, I don't like it here at all. Let's go back here. Let's go back here. Let's go up here, or I think I'm going to put it back here where I wanted it. And the bots are out today. This is like my second or third one. Wouldn't be a stream without a couple of bots popping in. Let's get the textile mill back here. Yeah, that's going to be much better. So let's, which way do we want it oriented? So let's go up against the trees. Where do we want it? Yeah, let's, or do I want it the opposite way? No, there's nothing backed up to these. Yeah, I want it facing this way. So let's bring it down. And over. Are you floating, or did you hit the right height? No, you hit the right height. You're not floating. All right, we're gonna leave it here. We're gonna come back and landscape this area. We're gonna landscape this. We're gonna come back and finish the text. Now let's finish it now. We'll come back and landscape it later. So I need, this is my player trigger? Yeah, that's my player trigger. Oh, look, there's a little bit of leftover silt. Let's get rid of that. Let's go to subtract. Let's get rid of the silt that was there. So let's grab a new icon. Get it up out of the ground. Where's our player trigger? Player trigger, we're going to move anyway, so let's get it down. I want to be able to get it closer to the warehouse so you can see your pallets spawning out. So about here, you are textile mill. Let's move the player trigger first, and then we'll put our hotspot in. So I wanted to finish the other lot behind the BGA first, but I really didn't want to squeeze this up into that space up there just to make it fit. So let's grab our textile mill. Composter's now done. So let's go and let's go textile mill. So we have our textile mill. Let's grab our X. And our Z. Alright, so that's our icon and our hotspot, our player trigger. It's going to need its own farmland. So let's go here. We're going to make we're going to turn this one on. We're not using it. You're going to become the textile mill. You're going to be number 112. And it's, so farmlands 4, 5, and 6 is 112. Textile mill now becomes 112. And yeah, let's get, ooh, crap, didn't want to do that. I wanted to get this zoomed out first. Let's go to square. That's what I was trying to do. So let's get this in its own farmland. And you're going to need a little bit more. Yeah, let's take it right to these trees. And then back. Come on, give me that one little square. Yeah, I swear my mouse is dying. Let's get you filled in. Let's get it off the edge of the map so I don't have any gaps in farmlands and it throws an error. So let's get you painted back. And we're going to have to make one other adjustment. No, I can leave it like that. Alright, so there is our farmlands fixed. We'll come back and finish all the landscaping later. So let's give this a quick save. Let's go to the Riccisville map. Let's grab the textile mill from here. Let's move it over to the Hollow map. And then let's rename it Riccis Hollow. Save that, and then let's grab Riccis Hollow, and let's grab Riccisville Textile Mill. Let's copy that one, bring it over here, and it's got to be changed to Riccis Hollow. So let's save that, and then we're going to go through. We have to check all of our i3D mapping. So the visibility node for plastic. Alright, so you are crates, you're plastic, so you are 0, 1, and 1, so that didn't change. So my visibility nodes did not change. Visibility node for wallpaper. I think it was this one. No, that's our output. Hold on. Yeah, we're in our output. So our visibility node for wallpaper is where? Do I not have my visibility nodes? Oh, I'm going to cry if I don't have my visibility nodes. No, we have our visibility nodes. So where's my visibility node for wallpaper? Out. That would help. Wallpaper. Visibility node. 1, 1, and 0. So those didn't change. So they're all the same. We have our sewage. We have our trash. Let's go. Alright, so that should all be the same. So nothing there has changed. Camera is still 6. So we have 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, and 0, 0, 2. So those did not change. Player trigger is 8. Smoke is 3, 4, and 0, so they didn't change. These are all good. Audio is 7. Trigger to pick up sewage, So that's not changed. Our warehouse 4.2. Those have not changed. Pallet spawners for the trash did. I knew there was one thing that I had to fix, and it's the last one on the list. Alright, so save that. So our textile mill should work when we go in-game. But it's going to be, the farmland I put it in is going to be way too expensive. So let's go 0.6 and we'll check the price in game. And we'll come back and we'll landscape this. We're going to landscape this whole area back here when we put the battery factory in. So let's come back up here. I want to finish this area at the BGA. Alright, so that gives us room here. So let's go back to, let me give this a quick save. Grab a sip of coffee. The to-do list for this map is getting smaller and smaller. I'm hoping to have this one ready for testing. If I really push hard this weekend, I'm hoping I have this map ready for testing by the end of the weekend. Alright, so let's minimize you. Let's come back into here. I want to go back into my new buildings folder. So grass processing, I am done with. Textile mill, we're done with. Let's bring our seed and our fertilizer in. And I don't have them in this map. Alright, so let's close this map. Let's go to the islands map. I want to bring in the small seed production and the small fertilizer production in. And then the feed mill is going to be a nightmare. That's going to be a couple-hour project to get that rebuilt. To make our horse food, our goat food, our sheep food, dog food. Alright, so I'm just going to come down here to Global Company. I want to find... I'm not even going to fly to it. I just want to grab it. If I can find it. I don't want to fly to it. If I don't have to. Yeah, here we go. Seedmaster. Let's export that one. And I want to pull the fertilizer out. And I'm going to leave this map open a couple minutes. So let's go in here. Let's check the fertilizer since it's off first on the list, and we're going to have to fix the textures. New buildings, textures. Let's copy these into here. And then this one can get deleted so we don't have duplicate textures. And then these have to come down here. But unfortunately, this map size has become too large by itself to fit on a server, so we're going to have to make a common files folder for this map to get the file size down. That'll be an off-camera project because it's really tedious and time-consuming and boring. So that's our texture files fixed. We shaders. Do we have mesh rotate shader? We do, so I can take you down. And I know that this texture file's fixed, so I can take you down. Alright, so that one is that one. So this one should open up now, and I shouldn't have any texture file issues. Yep, no texture errors. So let's close that one. Seed master. We have our mesh rotate shader. We have this one. So I could just take all of these down. Alright, so that's going to fix those. So this one should open with no texture file issues. And it does. Alright, so we're good there. So now we need to close all this stuff that we don't need open. Composter is done. Seed and fert we have to rebuild. That's going to get changed to feed mill, just a straight feed mill. So let's go create transform group. Let's go edit, cut, and paste, and duplicate. Let's go seed master. And then the other one was FER. So that's for our seed and our fertilizer production. So let's go file, import, seed master. And they're going to be relatively small. I'm going to put them down here. I'm going to leave that open. I'm going to leave the other spot open for now. Let's fix our textures over here. Let's grab a little bit of gravel first. And let's get that back here along the tracks. And let's grab our asphalt. That cleans up where I remove this old factory. So let's bring our Seedmaster down here and turn it this way to 0. Let's bring it closer to the tracks. Like that. Let's bring it down a hair. So let's grab our extra train unload pit. I'll duplicate that. We're going to throw it in here. So let's get this in place. So I want to be able to drop off by truck or by train. So let's get you to 0. Let's get you a little bit lower. About like that. So we can drop off by truck or by train. I need my exact fill route. And I want to stretch it over the tracks. Alright, so we can drop off bulk by truck or by train. And I want to grab one of the lights. Let's duplicate that. And let's bring it over on the pole so we have a light to unload by train. That's why I left this pole here. Alright, so there's our light there. Gives a little bit extra light. Alright, so this is our Seedmaster. Where's the player triggers? Over here. Let's grab an icon. Pull it up out of the ground a bit. So there's our icon. You are Seedmaster. So let's grab this guy. So you're the Seedmaster. And then let's grab our X. And of course the Z. Alright, so that one's done. Now we have to grab, let's go to the hollow map. Let's grab our Seedmaster. Let's grab the Seedmaster and the fertilizer since we need both of them. Let's bring them over to the hollow map. Not calling textile mill done yet until we landscape it and test it, make sure there's no errors in the log. So let's change all of this to Riccis Hollow. Alright, so that's that part done. So now we have to grab Placeables, Global Company, Islands. Let's grab the Seedmaster. And then let's oh, sorry about that. I hope I had my mic muted. Sinuses are still killing me. Oh, we got to get rid of the islands icon and replace it with the hollow icon. Alright, so there's our Seedmaster. Problem is we got to get it into correct farmland. So what farmland are you in? Bale storage, that has to get updated yet. So you're in farmland 90. So you have to get changed to 90. So that's our Seedmaster. Let's just double check our... I don't think anything has changed, but let's just give it a quick look. Palette trigger 000001002, so that's all the same. Camera is 6 and discharge is 1. Player trigger is 2. Yeah, so nothing there has changed. Oh, come on. So let's call Seedmaster done. So let's call Seedmaster done. Let's go File, Import this guy. Let's go cut him from there. Paste him into here. Plop him here. He's got to go to 90. Turn him, and then let's get him about there. Let's pull it out so it's about even with that one. Let's get you even about there. Come back here. Let's grab another train pit. Let me cut it from there. Let's paste it into here. And let's get this train pit in place so we can drop off by truck or by train. You a little bit wider, bring you down. About like that. And let's take our fill route. I want to be able to drop product off by truck or by train. So farmlands are fixed. Let's bring over, so fertilizer here is done. Let's bring over the XML. So let's copy this guy over to here. And let's get it changed. And islands, Shouldn't be any changes to the XML. So bale storage still has to get updated. And then this whole complex, that's going to be a couple-hour project to turn this. This is the old seed maker. We're going to turn that into an animal feed production. But let's give the map a quick save. Oh, I forgot the icon. Let's get the icon put in. I'll resave it. Then we'll jump in game and see, knock out any errors we have. Oh, I'm tired today. I'm ready to crawl back in bed. I can't wake up today. I don't mean to be yawning in your ear, but yeah, I can't wake up today. Let's get the icon in for the player trigger. Player trigger's there, yeah. So let's come down here and duplicate this guy. Bring him over here. Call him the fertilizer. So let's fix our coordinates. And one, yeah, so that's the same. Alright, so now let's just save this again, and we'll go in game and check it. And while that's saving, I'm just going to check my notes. I don't want to call the textile mill done yet. I don't want to call these three done yet until we go in game and check them. And then I'm probably going to grab a fresh cup of coffee. So let's go, let's open up my mods folder switcher. Let's go to Riccis Hollow unzipped. Crank up a new game. Oh, let me make a note for myself. I gotta fix the map preview, or the map preview. And then we're gonna have to fix the map PDA. And we still gotta update the train. So let me put the train on here. And then all of the warehouses still need to come in. Central station. And then we have to fix all of the existing silos. But we're almost done with factory work. So let's, alright, before I even attempt to look at factories, let's check the logs. And I want to see what, if any, Lua errors popped up. Where's my log? Here's my log. Alright, so there's, Alright, so this building still has to get fixed. Don't know if we'll get to that one today or not. Can't load. Oh, we got some texture issues. We're gonna have to go inside the map i3D and fix all these textures. I imported something in and didn't fix the textures, so something got all messed up now. So that we're gonna have to go in and fix. That's the factory we didn't get to yet. We do have, oh, carbonate is still on the list. Alright, there's no issues with the factories we just put in here. But we're going to have a bunch of texture issues to fix. So let's throw some money in here. Alright, so let's come down here first. Alright, so this should be our seed master. This whole property, let's just buy this complex because this whole complex is one farmland. So this should be our seed master. So we're going to make our seeds. Bale storage still has to get fixed, so I'm not going to go down there yet. This one is our fertilizer to make our solid fertilizer and our liquid fertilizer. This factory has to get completely rebuilt. It's no longer going to make seeds and fertilizer. It's going to make our animal feed. This one should be making our herbicide and our sugar water, so that one's good. I spun the composter around. So coal and waste to compost. So this one's now good. So we could drop off by truck or by train. Same thing with the grass dryer. The grass dryer I can now drop off by truck or by train. So we're making our silage and our hay. So that one's good. So what did we do with the textile mill? So our textile mill is 141,000. All right, that's not bad. Let's teleport our butts back there. All right, so we have, yep, we have our everything we need back here. We have our cold air blowing into the warehouse. So make sure nothing's floating. I know I still have all the landscaping to do. I don't think anything's floating. We have our parking lot. Where are our trash spawners? Trash spawners are right there, and we pick up our sewage. Probably back here. Yep. Pick up our sewage back here. Alright, so this just needs landscaping. Alright, so let's go to here. So the seed master, I'm going to call done. The fertilizer factory, I'm going to call done. Grass processing is good. Textile mill just needs landscaping, but all the XML work is done. So we can get that one off the list. And composter was done. scroll up to the top and see where we are. Heating plant, I still have to rebuild. The old seed and fertilizer is going to get turned into animal food production. Beehives are us. Are you not fixed? Well, let me close this map before I accidentally make a change to it. Alright, beehives are us. Did I not put it in here? Or did I just forget to call it done? Do we have an icon for it? Did we forget? Did I forget to put it in, or did I just forget to call it done? Nope, it's here. There's no icon though, so let's fix the icon. So beehives are us. Where's the player trigger? Player trigger's here. So let's grab an icon. So let's get you picked up out of the ground. You're about here, right? Yeah, you're there. So let's go here. And you are B. Hives are us. And then over here, it are beehives are us. Beehives are us. Grab this guy. This guy. Alright, so let's come back in here. Don't want to minimize that. So beehives are us is in. So what does that leave us? This factory needs to be fixed. They're all new. Bale storage I still have to fix, because it now has to hold the down and the cashmere, so that has to get replaced. So we're getting there. We are getting there. So let's come back. Let's fix the area back here behind the BGA first. Let's finish this area, and then we'll go back and finish that top corner. And what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to leave, unless I have something small, I'm going to leave this area open for future placeables. So you can use this area here to place down what you want. So let's bale storage, or bale storage needs to be updated. I'm gonna throw you on be right back. I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee. I'll be checking with my sister, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, if anybody's still hanging, thank you for hanging. Alright, so let's get bale storage updated first. So beehives are us is done. You're part of bale storage. And where's our, so our inputs are on this side. I want to spin it this way to 0. And then let's get it lined up with this building. And pull it back. It gives you a little bit of space here on the end to throw maybe like potato washers or potato steamers down, or a building or whatever you want. Alright, so let's go to grass. And are we on subtract? We are. So let's pull back this grass. And let's grab our asphalt. Bring our asphalt up to the train. And let's get rid of that little patch of grass I missed. Swamp Chick's still hanging out with me. Let's grab that extra train pit. And I think that's the last one I'm going to need. So I'm just going to take this one. I am going to, where are we? We're on, so fertilizer can get closed, seedmaster can get closed. No, we're on bale storage, so we're here. So let's go cut, paste. Let's get, so I want to be able to drop off again. I want to drop off by train or by truck. Let's get this guy in place. Like about there. And then we'll, so let's grab our fill node and stretch it above the track so I can drop off by track or by train. Where's our player trigger? So let's take our player trigger and it can go smaller. So let's grab the one from the Seedmaster. And we'll pull it down to here. And we'll call it bale storage. And then we'll get our hotspot in for the bale storage. That gets that done. Yeah, I just want the Riccieville and Riccis Hollow to be done so I can sit back and play a bit. And let's get rid of this one in here. Alright, so that is that. Now we have to redo our XML needs to be updated. So we have to add our cashmere and are down. So I want to see where my spawners are to spawn the pallets back out. So the pallet spawners are fine, so they don't need to move. So let's come over to here. Let's give this a quick save, and then while that's saving, we can work on this. So let's come over to, let's go to the islands map. Let's find our bale storage. So let's find our bale storage for the hollow map, which is here. So cotton, lavender, tobacco, wool, straw, grass, wool, straw, grass. Oh, we don't have it in this one. Alright, let's look at the Riccisville map. Oh, this one doesn't hold the... I forgot to update it in the Riccisville map also. So where is cashmere stored? I think in the... hang on. We may have to, so cashmere is stored in which warehouse? Building E. So we're storing cashmere in down, so I don't need to put it in here. So this, I don't have to do anything else to this bale storage. We're going to call bale storage done. It has its, yeah, we're going to call bale storage done. Because we're going to build, we'll have other storage for cashmere and wool. So that one is going to be done. So this is the last building for this. So let's come over here to here, and let's call Riccis Hollow bale storage done. I don't have to make any changes to it. Thought I added cashmere and down to it, but I guess I didn't. They're stored in a different building, which is fine. So this whole mess is going to get a so it's going to be renamed feed mill. And then it's going to get renamed feed mill. The index name is going to be renamed feed mill, and then the XML is going to be feed mill. So your feed mill there, your feed mill there, your feed mill there, your feed mill there. That's the first part of it. I'm going to get rid of the digital displays because it's going to be, they're going to be obsolete. So that can go. That can go. That can go. That can go. And then our out, we need our loading station. I need trigger 2, but that's going to get moved. Display can go. Display can go. That can go. So these two signs are now obsolete. So you can, oh, you're not going to give me the sign? Yeah, so you can go. You can go. We can call, I'm going to leave it named feed and seed because the whole complex is pretty much feed and seed, but these two signs are now obsolete. So you can go and you can go. So where's our input trigger? So our input trigger is there, and our pallet trigger is there. So we can drop off by, yep, I'm going to leave the pallet trigger in. I may need to add, I'm going to have to add a bale trigger. So let's adjust these first. So you're good. I can drop off by truck or by train. I'm not dropping pallets off by train, so you can go smaller. And you can go wider. So we can drop our pallets off. And then I need a bale trigger. So let's go to bale storage. Let's grab this bale trigger. Duplicate it, and then let me come up here. And let's go cut, paste. So here's our bale trigger. Let's get you adjusted. Because we're going to be making animal feed, so you can drop off like silage bales, hay bales, straw bales. So let's get this in here. All right, so you're going to be exact fill route 1. You're going to be pallet trigger 1, and you're going to be bale trigger 1, but you're just not going to be goods. So all of our inputs are going to go into the same building. All right, so let's go to here. Poultry house, seed and fert. All right, so the seed and fert that used to make the seed and, yeah, so this whole mess is now gone. Clean up some of these extra gaps. So that's gone. So let me grab our backup file, and I'm going to come in here in the old seed and fert. Where was it? Seed and fert is now no more. I want to grab what do I want to grab? I want to grab feed mill. We're actually going to take feed mill and feed mill 2 and combine them into one factory. So I'm going to grab both of these for now, and I'm going to bring them over here. So let's change it to Riccis Hollow. And then we'll mess around with this a little bit. We're going to make bird seed, chicken feed, donkey food, goat food, horse food, pig food, sheep food. We're still going to make sewage and byproducts, but I want to add dog food and forage to it. So I want to go like this, and let's grab dog food and forage. Bring them up here. So you are now going to just be feed mill. Feed mill. You're going to be number 8, 9, 10, and 11. So that's going to be our dog food and our forage, our total mixed rations. Now, we have to add, let's see, what do we have? So we have hay. We need hay, hang on, let me do this. I'm going to open up feed mill 2 and see what I need to bring up. Feed mill 2. So what do I need to make? Yeah, we need hay, straw, silage. So I need hay. We have straw, we have silage. We have to bring, I need an input of hay. So you're going to be 18. You are going to be, you're going to be hay. So we have my hay, I've got the straw already up here. Silage is already up here. We need meat. I need chicken. They have to come up, so I need 2 more. So you're going to be 19 and 20. So we have to add meat in. We need chicken to make our dog food. Grain and eggs. What's our grain input? Our grain is going to be wheat, barley, and rye. Let me open up feed mill 1. We already have wheat, barley, and rye. That's mix 1, so I don't need to do anything with that. I do need to add eggs. So we're going to have to, yeah, because we have to put egg in to make our dog food. So you're going to be 21. So that's our egg. Power cells and water. We're not going to do power cells. We're going to change it up a little bit. So power cells, we're going to change to diesel. We'll run the factory on diesel. So we're going to need a dog food line, and I'm going to need a TMR production line. So I'm going to need 2 more lines. We're going to need line 8 and 9. And then 8 is going to make dog food. And then production line 9 is going to make TMR. So you're going to be TMR production. But you're not a pallet. So you're TMR. None of these are going to be pallets. They're all going to be production. because they're all going to be bulk fill. So no pallets of animal food, it's all going to be bulk. Alright, so there's all of our production lines. So let me get rid of that gap. Alright, so we moved our dog food and our TMR up. So we have our dog food and our TMR. We have our hay. We have our straw and silage is already up here. Straw and silage. We have our meat. We have our chicken. Grain is mix 1. We have our egg. So this can go. We pulled up what we needed. Alright, so let's save that.